What's up everybody, and welcome to day 13 of Foundation. Today is a big day. We're moving past some beginner level tempos and we're moving into intermediate level tempos. Now, we're not done with those slower tempos. We're never done. As you're a drummer, some songs are slow. You'll always need to have that skill. It's not a linear progression. Once you play 80 beats per minute and then you get to 200, then you're done. You need to master all of these tempos. But we do need to move past and we need to get ourselves out of our comfort zone. So we do need to push ourselves into some faster tempos. And let's see what happens. Does your technique change? Do things tighten up? Or do you stay relaxed? Are you able to apply your techniques from the slower tempos into the ones that are a little bit faster? And something I want you to think about is, how can I make these faster tempos feel the same as the slower tempos? Tons of stuff to think about, but I'll give you even more information in the videos. Let's dive in. Day 13. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. I knew you'd be back. I'm excited to get started here. We are working on single strokes. We're going from 120, we're going to 130. That's our goal tempo for this exercise right now. Here's a quick reminder of some things that are worth thinking about. Decide what you need to work on. Only you know what you need to work on. Not me. I can't see it. Not yet. There may be a way in the future. I don't know. We'll check with AI. Anyway, all that said, you got your sticks, you got your pad or your drums, however you're doing this, get ready to play, and we're going to dive right in at 120 beats per minute. Take a deep breath. Remember your grip, remember your setup, remember the exercise. I got it down here for you, even if you got it memorized, even better. You should, I'll say this real quick, you should try and memorize this. It doesn't take very long to memorize this exercise, so then you can think a lot more about these things that I told you before. If you're reading along, you're going to have to work a little bit harder to worry about grip, setup, whatever it is that you're working on, because you're just trying to do two things at once. Memorize this music and you'll be in great shape. And here we go. We're at 120 and you got to play along with me. We're full out here. I'll let you know if we need to start dropping the heights, but right now, get it up, all the way up. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. One, two, again, go. Two more reps here. Last time. 1, 2, here we go. Very good. All right, I didn't talk very much during that first chunk of this exercise because I want you to just get your hands ready. I want to get your mind in the right tempo. I want you to start to feel how your hands feel as you're working through this. Remember your feet, remember hand transitions, stopping the stick, nice and rebound, make your hands feel the same. I'll give some little coaching tips as we move forward here, but you know, it's important. I'm happy to give these cues, things that help myself, hopefully they help you, but you have to also know your own cues. You got to remember what's top of mind for you, and so I want to give you some space to think about that. So hopefully that was a good introduction to, you know, where we're at tempo-wise, how your hands feel. And now we're ready, we're bumping it up. We gotta start moving. clock's ticking, time's moving. We got to get to 122, and we're still full out. All right? Think about how that felt. Micro adjustments. Yeah, we're at 122. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Stay relaxed. Even the downstrokes. Especially the downstrokes. Two, 1, 2, here we go. You can always look down if you need to. Very good. 1, 2, here we go. Memorize how this feels. Make every note sound the same. Last time at this tempo. 2, here we go. Stay on top of the tempo. Make sure you got energy. Very last time. Even though I might have said last time. Very good. Shake it out. See, as we increase the tempo, see if you start to notice any tension somewhere in your body. Is your posture still, a little bit energetic? Or do you feel like you're starting to tense up a little bit? We're not dramatically faster. I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe the answer is no. Maybe your posture is great. I hope so. It should be. But if it's not, make sure you work on that. We're bumping the tempo. We're at 124. Make the change. Think about it just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Don't get too fast. 2, again, go. Nice smooth transitions. Yeah. 2, 1, 2, again, go. No tension. A lot of energy in the downstrokes. Last time at this tempo. 1, 2, again. Woo! Very good. If you see me looking down, it's because I got my dog here, and I got a nice blanket set up for him, and he's just moving it around. God knows what he's doing. He's making his new bed. It needs to be slightly more comfortable. You good, buddy? You good? And now he's staring right at me, just like you. All right. How did that feel? Were your hands as smooth in transition as they were before? Think about it, right? Make sure that your left hands feel the same as your right hands, and make sure your eighth notes feel exactly the same when we put them together for 16th notes. That's why we do it. Eighth notes just moved a little bit closer. Sounds like 16th notes. Sounds like it. It is 16th notes. We're at 126. I'm done talking. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Two, 1, 2, again, go. Don't forget about your tacit hands. Two more times here. 1, 2, ready, go. Last time. 1, 2, ready, go. Keep the energy up. Full out. Don't get tired yet. Way too early for that. Very good. 4 reps goes by pretty fast as we start bumping the tempo. Doesn't take very long. One thing to think about, if you're not already thinking about it, make sure you match your foot with the tempo once we make the change, and then play to your feet. If you're moving both feet, play to both your feet. Feel the 1s and the 3s, feel the 2s and the 4s, whichever foot you got on whatever beat. Here we go. Look at this. We're already at 128. We're flying through this. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Very good. On top of the tempo. One, 2, again, go. Two more times here. 1, 2, ready, go. I hope I just said last time. I don't even remember. It's a lot to keep track of when you have no script. It's important to know that. All right. Hopefully that felt good. Make sure you're staying nice and legato as you're pushing into the drum. The stick still wants to come straight up back for you, right? You don't have to do any extra work. You don't need to squeeze any harder. You need to keep your hands feeling as close to the same as they did when we were doing 80 beats per minute. Just a little bit faster, right? The technique is the technique. It doesn't change anywhere near here yet, right? There will be a point where you need to start like thinking about fingers and things might shift a little bit. We're not there yet. You know where we are at though. We're at 130. We're at our goal tempo here. Deep breath. Listen to the tempo. Think about what your tendencies are. Think about your errors before they happen so you can skip them. You don't need to have errors. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Very good. Nice and even. Here we go. Two more times. 1, 2, ready, go. Keep the heights up. Still full out. There you go. Hopefully that went well. If that went well, you're in great shape. We're ready to move it on up. And if that felt a little like, I feel like I'm pushing it right now and my technique's starting to suffer, back it off a little bit, right? Hit rewind, go back to 124, go back to the beginning of this, or even go back a video, get your hands back into that great technique memorization, that feeling, and then bring it back here. It's not a race, but if you start to feel like, you know what, this doesn't feel like the correct technique, you're probably right. And another tip that I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, hopefully you're playing in front of a mirror so you can see yourself. You can compare, you know, what do I look like versus where do I want to look like? Can I see tension in my body somewhere? All that kind of good stuff. But if that felt good, or even if, you know, if that's at the upper end of where we're at, we're bumping it. We're at 134, and then we're going to make 130 feel like nothing. This goes fast. You'll feel this. We're still full out though. You do not have permission to lower the heights. I want you to fight through it because you can. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Very good. Stay on top of the tempo. Very good. 2, 1, 2, again, go. Smooth out your hand transitions. Follow your feet. Last time here. Very good, very good. All right, now I want to quickly bump back down to 130, and then we want to feel the difference. This is slower, so be in control, all right? We're doing 2 performance reps. Think about all of your tendencies, all right? This is what we're aiming for perfection. See, put a little bit of pressure on yourself. See if you can make yourself a little nervous. Picture yourself in a stadium, whatever you're playing, in front of a huge audience, right? This is the pressure. This is what counts. Here we go. Make the shift. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Very good. Again. And we're done. We did it. That's 130 beats per minute. I hope that felt good to you. If it didn't feel so good, go back and do it again. Get some more reps. You can jot them all down, take a practice journal, write down how many reps you're doing, what felt good, what didn't feel good, and why. All right? But if you're ready, if that felt good, we're going on to the next one. Thanks for playing along, and I'll see you there. What's up, everybody? We are working on Paradiddles, and we're going from 110 all the way to 120. I'm really excited to hit this landmark because 120, it's like that standard march tempo. I don't know, it's just that tempo in my mind that you cross that threshold and you're out of the beginner stage. And then you start crossing into intermediate and then you get to advanced. But I'm just really excited to get to work with you on this. And at any rate, before we dive in, quick reminder, set your intention for this exercise, for this practice session. What are you working on? Why are you here? Obviously, we want to get from 110 to 120. That's a given. We're going to do that. We're even going to go a little bit beyond that. But what do you need to work on? Know your goal, set your intention, and let's go for it. All right. Starting at 110. And I always say no errors, especially when we get to performance reps. But start with that in mind. If you build that habit of no errors, eventually it will become your reality. Go for no errors the whole time. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. This goes by fast. Hopefully you kept your intention in mind. Did you remember? Do you remember what you're working on? Or did you already get into the exercise and you're kind of in survival mode and you're thinking about other things? You're thinking about what you had for lunch or what you're going out to do later after this? Get your focus in here. Focus on your intention and make sure you're applying that the entire exercise. Cool. Of course you were doing that. Just maybe one person wasn't doing it. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I wouldn't worry about it. All right, we're at 112. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. And again, and 1, 12, ready, go. Nice. All right. Okay, so now that we're at a little bit of a faster tempo, you're going to start to find that there's less time to think. Okay, there's just legitimately less time to think about between eighth notes. Right? So you need to start getting that feeling immediately. What do perfect eighth notes feel like? What does this check pattern feel like? This 16th note pattern. What does that feel like? Because you don't have a lot of time to adjust. You need to adjust really quickly, but you don't have a lot of time to stop and think about it. You don't have time to make a choice in between notes. Like at 80 beats per minute, you can choose like, how does this feel? How does this feel? I would like to play this way, and I would like to write a doctoral thesis in the middle of my playing, because you really can, but not here. The rhythm's over before you realize it. So you have to know what it feels like before you play. So this is a little bit of a mindset shift. Think about what you want it to sound like, what should it feel like, and make that happen when you're playing. Don't react, be proactive. Let's go be proactive at 114. Let's go. And 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah! Hey, in case you had possibly forgotten, that was our bonus tempo last time, and we just flew through it like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Alright, we're at our midway point of this exercise, which means we need to do a quick check-in to see if we are at the tempo that we should be. How does this feel? How are our paradiddles actually coming along? Alright, so we're going to do 8 paradiddles, 2 times, and then we're moving on. Here we go, little midpoint check-in. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright? Were you proactive or reactive? Let's figure it out. 1, 2, and last time, here we go. Alright? I really like this check-in part because it's a good reminder. This is where we're headed. This is what my tendencies are right now. And now I know what I need to focus on so I can get better throughout the rest of this practice session. Alright, let's get better at 116. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, really good. As you're playing these paradiddles, you should, your fingers should always be on the stick, make no mistake about it, but you should start to feel that. This feels a little bit different than what, right, those diddles, those double beats that we're working on in double beat, we're not playing them in that exercise. We're playing them up, but that's a different skill set, and we're kind of applying different ideas here. Your fingers need to be wrapped around the stick as you're playing this. You can have 2 wrist turns at a really low level, but you will feel your fingers in contact. If you're playing this correctly, there should be a little bit of space, and it's a combination of moving your hand and turning your wrist at these tempos. So just notice that. Make sure you feel your fingers on the stick at all times. Don't start letting those fingers go. If your fingers are falling off the stick, no way you're going to control this. You can get away with it barely at this tempo, but it's going to feel terrible, and you know it's going to be terrible. So don't do that. Why would you even bring that up? Why did you bring that up? I didn't bring that up. You brought it up. I like the idea of getting in an argument. Like you're fighting me on this. That's fun to me. All right, we're at 118. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and last time, here we go. Yeah, 118. All right. We're at our goal tempo. We're at 120. This is a legitimate milestone. This is where we leave beginner mode in the dust and we start to move into intermediate mode. So let's do it. Nothing to talk about. Make sure you're applying what you're working on. This is why we're here. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Goes by fast. All right, we gotta hit 124. Or just dip your toes into the deep end. Let's just see what it feels like. We're not diving fully into the deep end yet, but let's see what it feels like. Handful of reps here, and then we're gonna make 120 feel even more comfortable. Push our upper limit here, and then get super comfortable where we're trying to perform at. All right, handful of reps at 124. Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. 124. How'd it go? Hopefully it went really well. And then you know what we need to do. We need to drop to 120. We need to get our performance reps, and we need to get ready to get out of here. Before we dive into our performance reps, I want you to think about what 120 is going to feel like. Obviously a little bit slower than 124 did, okay? What do you want it to feel like? Nice and in control. You want this rep to last a long time in your brain. You don't want to take a deep breath, go, and then work your way through it, right? Then you're in panic mode and you're not performing and you're not able to adjust. Obviously this goes by faster than it did before, especially compared to 180. You need to make these reps go slower in your mind so that you can be in control and that you can play with the quality that you want to play. All right, this starts to go into an upper level of approaching this exercise and approaching drumming in general. If you're playing really complex figures around the drums or in a drum line, whatever you're doing, you need to figure out how to be in control when things get faster. Make it go by slower in your mind by paying really close attention to what you're doing. All right? With that in mind, 2 performance reps of our builder. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Nice. All right. Hopefully that felt good. You know where we got to go now. We got to go to our performance reps of our actual goal. Let me turn that off for you. 2 performance reps of paradiddles. We're going to do 8 paradiddles, the last 2 bars of this exercise, 2 times. Let's see where you're at. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Pretty good? Really good? Let's do it again. No errors, because you don't have to. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Really good job. That's a major milestone. If you've come from 80 beats per minute all the way to 120, you should be super proud of yourself. You should do some self-reflection and see what is going well. And before we jump to 130, think about what you need to improve on. All right? But if you're in great shape, I'm excited to go to the next one with you. If you know you need some practice, run it back. That's totally cool. That's expected. Nobody, if they're learning drums for the first time or even, very early on in your drumming career, you're gonna have to do these videos more than once. You're gonna have to work on the skill for a while. You might get one day and 120 feels great, and then you might play another a couple days later and go boy, my hands just aren't reacting right. Yeah, it takes a long time to develop actual muscle memory, but it's just time and it's just reps. So if you want to get good really fast, do this a lot. If you want to get better slowly, then do it less frequently. I don't know why you would want that, but everyone's got time to figure out. So you know what you need to do, but I really appreciate you being here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for playing along. If you liked that video, please let me know down below. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know what you're working on so I can make more things exactly for what you need. And if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. No, if you didn't like it, please let me know why down below, because I want to make videos that you need. What skill sets do you need? What would make you better faster? Let me know. And if you want to get some real feedback, tag me in videos. Send me an email, tag me on Instagram, tag me on YouTube. I want to give you comments. I want to make this a community, and I want us to all get better at drums faster. All right, I'll see you in the next one.